We know that you're busy with a project. A little something.
Yeah, we'll get to that one. Okay. I'm an angry father.
Yeah.
I'm a very, very angry father. You know? I don't even talk about my career. Go Google.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to talk about real issues that are affecting society, that are affecting our children, that are affecting me. And my point is we're both responsible, male and female. But we must be able to point a finger at the female aspect
also
of our society. Is there, it exists. I lived through it. When a mother of my child died, let's reflect on something else that's very powerful that created that emotion that you saw between episode 1 and episode 10. I've never spoken about this until now. I hinted it. But it was that, by the way, Nandi issued a lie through Sunday World about the death of our child. Key to this, 7 years since the event happened. What event happened? In the 10th occasion of my son's commemoration, I was not in speaking terms with her. We've been at war in America. I overhauled the entire family estate for his memorial to acknowledge 10 years since my son died. As a family, my side that was interested, because her side was not. Then she had no interest whatsoever. I put a stone. It's there. Dedicated to the 10th commemoration of my son's death by father, that's me, brother, Mtunzi, was in my house through marriage. Angela's son will forever be my son. Because he's brother to my daughter with Angela Letianle. Now, these people that know and have concluded that the reader's IQ is so low use that to spread lies about something so painful that one had begun to run to recover. And it is Nandi. I can say this comfortably because she is actually stating this. A week before, we start the reality show. 7 years since I commemorated that. And between that commemoration and the 7 years before we start my reality show, she had been coming in and out of South Africa, going to form his memorial. No one has ever heard her. Not me, not my children, not my family. No one has ever heard her say, I removed her name. I did not remove anybody's name. I put a dedication commemorating my son.
Letlapa.
Letlapa. And it's from me and my immediate family. We're divorced. She's not my immediate family. If she had any interest whatsoever, whether we're fighting or not, she could have called me, sent an email. It's been 10 years. She couldn't do that because she fought the investigation, shut it down. When I found out that my son was violated anally, then thrown into the swimming pool, she stopped it. Yet 7 years since I commemorated our son, she puts garbage around the death. Now, question to you, society, to you, me. What kind of woman does that? What kind of mother does that? And why should I be comfortable on my reality show? I'm not freaking Kardashians. There was pain between me and my son. And she's fueling it. And I can debate with him, call him back. Angela didn't come to build anything with me. You'll never see me and Angela holding hands. Anyway, I'm emotional now, yes, because I'm a father, and this is painful. I'll never be fake about it. There is no scene where you see me and Angela holding hands. She didn't come here to build anything. She came to build herself for the third time. You're talking about a woman while the cameras are not there. So there was an argument earlier before the cameras showed up. Just because she's a trained actress, I don't know by who, but she's not a trained actress. She knows that the society's IQ is about that which is not truth. Nandi played all of you at the expense of all my children, including Tunze and Ketso, who are brought for the third time to help them. If I didn't come in, Ketso wouldn't have graduated from high school.
Sure.
That scene you see was real. If I didn't bring Angela back and help her from the dump that she was staying at for the third time, Ketso wouldn't have finished high school. Again, she came back for the third time. I built a business for her. The Choose Juice business. During the 5 years of marriage, I built a business for her, invested in it. What's your dream now, honey? I want to do cosmetics. Boom, put some money in it. That's during marriage. I bring her back second. The real attempt at the relationship was the second time. What do you want to do now?
Yeah.
I want to travel agents. Okay. Instruct my office. Help my mother of my child. Lapho ngizamile angifuna ukhuluma manga. Yabona mo nikizama relationship. Yeah, nikishela baker so khudile no. Akare we divorced mamela. Yabona lo ke nnete le sabathi bua na. We divorced 3 years. Angazitholela umuntu, ne? Hayi naye all over. Angifuna ukusho ke leyo part akusiphathi yami ukuthi wayekuphi. Ne?
Sure.
But yamshaya. Yabo? So nyambona ukuthi incosi yami yabona she first of all, when we divorced, it was through her violence. Now that's serious. 5 years since I now have compassion for this human being who has a very painful story and a painful upbringing. Angela violently attacked me in my bedroom in the morning when our daughter was 2 years old. Yes. Then I had to take a father position, protect the child.
Yeah.
So I evicted her immediately that day. Then filed for divorce. But having gone through a very traumatic 5 years. But I get mind say, ne? What do? Women like Angela and Nandi are very abusive to women. They hijack your narrative of gender-based violence because you're not going to investigate. All she has to say is I was emotionally abusive to him. Nobody asked her, how? What exactly did I do?
Yeah.
I was financially abused. How? In fact, I'm the most emotionally abused. I'm the one that dragged you for the third time. Brought the kids back to normal life. So Angela's children, twins and kids, so since they were born, the only normal life they had was in my home. Normal life means what? Healthy. They were in my will. They had medical aid, drivers to and from. I'm not saying that because I'm rich or poor. I'm saying I'm a responsible man.
Father, yeah.
And I will defend my legacy now. Bring him back. I'll bring my facts. I'm a responsible citizen. I live to protect and build children. I live to protect women. You want to know how sick our society is? Let's assume, this is not true, I'm married only 3 times, but now I'm creating a hypothetical. I'm not going to assume you don't have IQ like other people have assumed. Let's assume I'm married 8 times. First thing first, a guy who does that must be a guy that respects women. He's willing to commit formally 8 times. Assume, hypothetically, I was married 8 times. Then I must be the kind of man that you want your daughters to be associated with. In this case, this is no longer assumption. It's not about hypothetical. I don't know your IQ. I'll state fact. I've been married only 3 times. Now let me flip that. Here's our society today. We know that women, wives going through hell. Ne? Very successful husband. Bentley, no matter what. And we also know this next thing. This husband, when the wife needs 3,000 rands for groceries or pedicure or whatever, and otola drama, ne? And some chick calls him, I'm gonna text. Slay queen. Instead of giving the wife 3 grand, but go give a slay queen 30,000.
Yeah.
And you don't have a problem with that. But that's your hero as our society. Yeah? A guy who commits to women, who respects women by commitment, sober 16, 17 years, fight for children, is suddenly a villain. But your hero is the guy that stole the money in the first place via some tender process, blows the money,
Sure.
destroying those young women's chances. Now, young men can have healthy relationships. Because how's not you? I'm totally busy.
Sure. Nice boy.
There are even terms. Nah? But no one is discussing this openly. No, I'm not perfect. I've gone through that. I've had a chick or 2 during my divorces. I'm part of it.
Yeah.
That's why I want to be part of the discussion. So I know something about it.
Yes.
You can't talk about something that you have not experienced. I owned or co-owned Kilimanjaro. The ultimate decadence. You know?
Yeah.
Way back.
Yes.
So I can say something about it much more honestly than the pastor that says whatever your perception of honesty is on the pulpit on Sunday, leaves the wife and goes screw another girl. I did not plead allegiance to perfection. I did not plead allegiance to any philosophy, to any religion or spiritual. I'm just a regular guy wakotladi.
Sure.
Now, we're not investigating any of those things. But someone decided that your IQ is so low. Laba sobashanga lithimba Lebo M. Plus, senze nyuku. Faka nje Lebo M. Units will sell. Faka nje Lebo M. Followers bakhaya ko Facebook. In fact, I might ask my team for fun. Fun. Some of the stuff is fun. You can't always talk serious things, you know?
Of course.
What like collapse?
Talwala.
Like collapse. But I'm going to have my team check what has been posted before Kaya FM put this nonsense there. Check the statistic. I care about numbers speak. Numbers to speak a different. I'm not here to bash anybody.
Yeah.
I have fought very hard and protected my children. Yeah? I won Sepiso in court when he was 12 years old because his mother had left him with our younger daughter, Refili, to come party in South Africa with a new boyfriend. I learned that. I got on a plane, went to Los Angeles, went to court. She flew in Igaroswako party.
Sure.
Yeah. To protect my son. And that made it even more bitter, more bitter. My relationship with Refile is very difficult. You saw only aspects of it. So Nandi knew when she released this lie about our child, she's sabotaging chances of this show going to season 2.
That was actually going to be my next question.
She is destroying now live on camera a father-son relationship that has existed until this girl entered. So now, after all said and done, I don't have a relationship with my son. I woke up, my son is now married. Now, shouldn't a mother, after all said and done, said, okay, this time, we have to speak to your father. Because from birth to at least age 23, he is in your life and he is your life. Give me that. But if you're a bitter woman, angry, married to a gigolo that you bought with my money, you will continue destroying your own seed. Ulinandi. Good John Ndlovu. None of you have ever asked. You're talking about a woman that went to Los Angeles, filed for divorce. The first affair she has is with a married man when my daughter is 13 years old. Married to her dentist. Refilo and Sepiso's dentist. That's who controls your IQ. That's who controls Theo. Tells Theo to issue an article that Troy Goodjohn is a doctor. He's not. His wife was a doctor. He worked for his wife. He was a receptionist. But Nandi has a handsome American gigolo, a freaking gigolo. I looked him in the eye, I called him a gigolo. My children know I call him a gigolo. But bayandlala nonke. Ukhona la, ngizwile ukhona la. Ngifonele aze la. Now, the impact of that to a 13-year-old girl who's already going through divorce, a difficult divorce. Refile and Sepiso have lost a brother. In between 2004, 2005, I think, Nandi starts an affair. It was not my business, by the way, because I'm saying no mutu.
Sure.
I'm going to unshil.
Eh.
Who vail?
Oh, nalwa hawe.
Yeah, ke sharp.
Yeah.
Another sharp. Legitimate doctor.
Yeah.
In my life, doctor associated with me, Dr. So-and-so.
Sure.
Respecting her privacy, I won't say that.
Yeah.
Because he's done nothing wrong to me. Yeah. Okam. Ex-work. Over ile abaya out here. Enyenyesili doctor. Ile receptionist ya doctor. Flew him to South Africa with my money before we became divorced. She flew a married man, Troy Goodjohn, to South Africa.
Sure.
So you're talking about a home wrecker here who designed and orchestrated this entire thing that led to this weekend for over a decade. She once wrote to me, and I have everything. I speak comfortable like this. Oh, I'll just say you're gay. Oh, really? Oh, I'll just say, you're famous. I'm not. Who do you think they're going to believe?
Wow.
So now I woke up. I said, no, it's time I fight for my legacy now. It's time I defend my children's inheritance. Most importantly, it's time I defend that which I work for, product and brand Lebo M. That is actually South African property, African property. It is now my responsibility to defend it and bring to the table, as it was the intention of the Lebo M coming home, the other side of the family dysfunctionality, the role of women and the role of mothers. Where are the true mothers? Where are the true women? Where are the true fathers? The experiences I have with fathers of children that have come to my home through their mothers are shocking. There's no woman that came to my house in a relationship with another man's child and I've seen that man's check comes through to my home on behalf of that child. I never complained about it. But that's not discussed about because they're celebrities. And I have one simple principle. Whether I fight with the mothers of my children or not, where my sperm went, my check follows. Can I have my coffee now?
Yes! This is live on Kaya 959.
Nkatele, man. Nkatele will lima babantu je keep buying newspapers and buying crap. And you're destroying families. You're destroying lives. You're destroying children. Because something in your common sense doesn't have the common sense to say, I ain't the sense, Lento. I'm busy, man. I'm busy trying to rebuild my life from COVID like all of us. And rebuilding my life means I have to be so sane. I know I'm responsible for so many families. In the last 25 years, we've had more black young South Africans in the highest levels of theater than anyone in history through my work. I've never said a thing about it, but now I'm under attack from my bedroom and from editors' rooms, from producers' rooms. My legacy is under attack. I've built families. I've hired children from a village somewhere who didn't know they're talented, that have never even seen money. I've hired them at 17 and 18, send them to New York, send them to London, send them everywhere in the biggest, most prestigious stages in the world, and they begin to have a life. They begin to send foreign currency to their families, take their children, take their mothers out of mikukus and buy homes for them, take their families through university. That's what I do. I don't have time for this nonsense. I have a huge responsibility. That's a common Lebo Foundation another time. It's cut some list. Say that in the Lebo Foundation exists.
Yes.
When we wake up, we breathe, we're about who do we help next? Even those that have bit us, we have compassion for them. It was painful to me. After Angela exited this time, Tunzi, my son kept, can I meet you? I want to come home. I want to come home. Now, for the first time, I have to say, you're an adult. I can't get between you and your mother. Yazi ukuthi niyibhari nina la dladleli. Noma indaba ibekwe phane. Okay, go watch my show again. La hope la sine ya channel. Hona le sine. Mo Angela adusi lebana. Bahai. And kids are honest, by the way. So, in fact, I didn't even know. You know, I think I was one of the co-producers. I don't know, but I was just fascinated. So, Angela oplom me das, ne? Lebana. Now, you see, this third time.
Yes,
I
remember that scene.
To stay. And you see the kids like, but go back and watch what Gedzo says about that moment. Profound. Ne? Now, you look at the tweets. Ne? Whew. So glad Angela left that monster. What monster? I'm glad the monster's gone. I kicked her out. Unapologetically so. Why? Because then she joined Nandi's train. She told all of you that she's going to sue Nandi. Now, let me give you a bit of context here. You have a woman Very beautiful, by the way. Angela Motley. Partalebza, wabona.
Generally.
Generally, yeah. I was kabuamaka. Other than this Lebo M thing, I'm just an average guy. I run it.
Yeah.
I know that. I don't go to gym weights. Not handsome. Ninja say look in gym. So umuntu ongafanele balance. I'm not the kind of guy who wakes up and what's in my wardrobe? I got 4 suits, 3 t-shirts. Everybody around is tired of me. I have 4 jeans. Because my wardrobe in my house, it's not about me. It's about the queen. That entire section, t-shirt, that's it. Anyway, we'll talk about that another time. Actually, it fascinates me. Eh? I often wonder, Machitaba blom or the made blom. Like compare now how much money your man spends on clothes versus yours. Because I've seen brothers go negotiate a deal of say, it's a hypothetical. I'll go hypothetical. Rebe sharp. Has effect. It's a hypothetical.
Yes.
You have guys, mokas, who are going to negotiate a deal of, let me get away from a deal that says 3,000 rand. Marwa very Jewish from head to toe.
Aish.
Yeah, 28,000 rands.
Balance hava.
Bank account is violated. Hey, na bank account yaka ain't shall COVID no blah. So I'm not sitting here like I'm sitting on $100 million. I don't have money. I never said I had money. Somebody decided I have money. Baba last week, Bansi Saguri Pampiri. Go Google, Theo. I actually don't blame Theo, by the way. I don't. I am part of those that believe and know we have long lost the capacity to think. So if someone is playing you, except it's at my expense. Well, in this situation, then when I go to Tenfen. No, Tenfen, I left Tenfen. Go play Atho. Maburu Amangso. Di Quebec. That have been playing black people. These luxury places.
Yes.
Most of us don't own. We rent. And the owners know. And there's nothing wrong with that. But black people's mindset is so skewed. Oh, what renter? There's someone on Twitter criticizing me for renting a 30 million rent house a month. Yeah, and I rent a apartment at 2,000 rent. I have to move about. We're both renting. I'm going to give it. Sure. So what's all there's something wrong with mindset, Yaro. Yeah. Anyway, I digress. So, I mean, until now, I have a really great property. I have very great property.
Yes.
Until, I've been in Blair Athol for almost 10 years. Yeah. It's deal making. It's business, it's deal making. But priority to me, I don't care if I'm renting or not. Are my children having the lifestyle I fought for them? Am I having a lifestyle, a secure lifestyle? So I stumbled into the property. No, I can't say this. The way I choke at it. And then, shy date. Ntots about to have a holiday as a hal. Ntots about to have a holiday as a hal. Third day, but hey, I'm HIV. That's the kind of house I almost bought. That, again, because you are not thinking people, I don't know how this house got to Deskia with you. Lebo M destroys a house. Lebo M heaven.
This is deep.
Now I have to defend that. I have to stop working. Lebo M destroys a house. Lebo M blah, 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 blah. What house? What house did I destroy? Because now you've been played. I'm not shut down and go defend that. I'm conscious, I'm aware it is affecting my business profile. I can't even do business in South Africa anymore. I've lost hundreds and millions of transactions because this perception about me. While I've delivered and gave so much to country. But I've come to agree with those that believe that they can get away with this because national IQ, I'm going to keep using this word IQ. National IQ is so low. You are being played. That's why everybody else can come and take your country. That's why everybody else can come and take your community. Your hatred for self is so deep that you'd rather spend time, energy, and money destroying yours. We are really sick. Rakula. And we're allergic to truth. That's what's more painful.